Buongiorno cari studenti. Come va? Allora, I'm recording this little video just to answer a couple of questions that I've been receiving. First of all, this is a comment that I made in writing, but I see not everybody is being as diligent reading the announcements as I as should be. So I'm going to repeat this here. After you went over the pronunciation guidelines, and this is the one recurring mistake that I heard in the pronunciation practice from the first week. Some people said chi, mi chiamo, right? And this is, you are reading this in Spanish, mi chiamo. This is mi chiamo, ki. The chi sound is this one, chi, right? So, but this is ki, mi chiamo, and this is anch'io as well. So when you have a C or G followed by an E or I, that's a soft sound. And the way to make it a hard sound like K or G is by putting a silent H in between. And we are going to need that for adjectives, but also verbs in the added conjugation. So it's important to know, right? So this is arrivederci, right? Arrivederci, and piacere as well. Buongiorno, right? This is giorno as well, and so on. But if you see the C here, is cafe. This is cioccolata, and so dolce. So again, you find that in the pronunciation guys video that I have. Signor Bianchi, not Bianchi, for example. Grazie. Scusi, right? Come si chiama? This is Giovanni, right? Arrivederci, and so on. So again, you found those in the video about the pronunciation. So, and ci sono alcuni video qua, right? You have them all here or in that. But again, that is the last week's. The other thing that I said is you may have found that you have, if you don't have full credit for the first discussion, you may be missing something, either the entire second part, which is the 2 replies, or maybe you reply to just one person. And again, I can give you up to half of that missing credit if you do it within a week of its due date. So another question that I got, and we did go over this in the recording. So yes, the recordings are very important because a lot of useful information is in them. But I did get another question about how to submit a homework, right? And it's many different possibilities. I don't care the format as long as you provide the information. So this is from the printed one. And you see also here, people doing the printed one, but you see also people, this is just plain text, copy and paste, plain text. And other people, okay, no, this is no homework here. So this is pretty neat. I don't know how he did it. I think it's like an iPad or in which he wrote with a pen or some kind of write on screen. And you have, he did all the pages like that. Yeah, I don't even know how to do that one like that. So, and these are my comments. Sometimes I put comments in there. So if this is like an irregular verb, and again, this is Italian too. I'm not showing you one of the homeworks that you have to. So this is another different format that she did. I think she just copied and pasted everything, plain text. Again, this is also plain text. And I even had people who do just write the, ¿cómo se llama? They just write the verb on a regular sheet of paper, right? And that's also fine. You can just use plain paper, like a notebook paper, and just write the answers. And that is usually enough, right? So as long as you do the work, I don't care how you do it. Oh, see, yeah. So this is just the verb. Some people do this by hand on paper, and then they just put a picture of it. So that's also okay. And another thing that I ask, that somebody asked is, or I got a comment saying, oh, I cannot see everything here. Well, because, but again, this is something that I address in class and class is required, right? And we went over and I asked people, what does it look like, right? This is either ancient Rome or ancient Greece. So, and then people say numero cuatro, right? So Greco, right? Greek, lui è Greco. And then numero otto, well, you can't see this, the 1/3 of the picture, but you know that this is of Peterson. And we also discuss Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, and BMW. So this is, and then Tedesco, right? It's not, this is the one which does not look at all like French, Spanish, English, or any of those. So Tedesco is the country is Germania, which is like Germany, Germania, but the nationality adjective is not Germansky or Germano, is Tedesco. And then again, this is just two people, and there you can see clearly 12 that they're Irish, right? They're drinking their Guinness. Again, this is like really exaggerated stereotype worksheet that I got from an Italian photocopiable. Is one that you can photocopy and reuse without infringing the copyright, right? So, and so like a free source Italian worksheet that's about 15 years old. And yes, so there's two. So this would be the plural form. And we went over each one of these answers in the recording. And that's why I made this video after class and after I posted the recording, to give you enough time to go over it and clear any doubts that you may have about these assignments. Yes. Allora, e l'altra cosa che volevo dire, so the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that everybody knows, okay, well, this is the home page. This is the old page. Now, what you should have, everybody needs to have watched these videos. And also, what we're going to be doing tomorrow, Wednesday, is we're going to go over more avere and essere practice, right? Some people already did the homework and did it well. No, I think 2 people turned it in without any mistakes. But before tomorrow, or today or tomorrow, you need to watch this video, right? The video is linked here. And you also, the expectation is that between today and tomorrow, you will have taken a look at these verbs and practice and learn these verbs. Essere and avere. This already was due a couple of days ago, right? Some of it was included in the quiz that was due last night. The plural of nouns and adjectives. So we are here, right? Oggi è il 10 gennaio. So this is January 10th, right? So this is where we are, the first written homework. We also went over it and I gave some examples, very useful information. I gave you like each one of these blanks has 2 options on each page. And you see here is a different page, right? So each blank has 2 options and I gave you which are the options. And we went over, and students themselves who were in attendance, they were completing a few of the blanks. And I told, okay, the rest of the page is done like that. And I even mentioned which are the 2 curveballs included on this page. So please do watch all the recordings if you are not in the Zoom sessions, although I want to really encourage people to attend the Zoom sessions, because if you have any question in the moment, we will answer it and you will practice and so on, and you will get to do the review games, which are very useful and prepare you for the quizzes and the homework and everything that needs to be turned in. And if you come tomorrow, you get a chance to also do impromptu the student dialogue or conversation, whereas everybody else will have to submit a recording. You can come to class and not do the dialogue live. You can still submit a recording if you prefer to do that. But a lot of people would rather get it done and not worry about it. So this is, queste sono le cose che dobbiamo fare. So, and what I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember what was the last thing that I wanted to remind you. Penso che questo è tutto, right? This is These are the most present things, making sure that you're progressing, that you are, oh yes, this is I wanted to remind you where to find the the recordings. You see here the class recording. And again, they are about 1 hour long, more or less. But please fast forward anytime that we are in breakout rooms or doing a game that you cannot see on the main screen. And those are GimKit and Quizlet lives. So if we're doing a GimKit, a Quizlet live, or breakout room discussions, fast forward. But if we are doing a Kahoot, I encourage you to answer in your mind, right? And then keep track of how you would have done had you been playing the game live. So there's also a little bit of feedback here, like I do, and meetings. Oh yes, sometimes I remind you where to find the meeting information, and we are going to meet every Monday and Wednesday. From now on, it's going to be at 1 p.m. I didn't want to make the change for Monday with, I wanted to give you more than 24 hours for that, except when Monday is a holiday, and next Monday is a holiday. So we are going to meet on Tuesday instead. And I will send a reminder, like I tend to do with that information and with everything else that's going to be happening next week after we meet tomorrow and get a little bit more work on the way. Allora, ci vediamo domani, and keep doing the great job that you have been doing so far.